Hey guys, sorry I had to cut my last video short. There is some background noise, so that's the reason why I had to cut that video short. So yeah, that's one of the amazing reasons why I won't be uploading as much. So I'm not going to be telling you where it's located or anything, but just know that that's something that will be happening next month, going into like all the way until next year. So even though one of my friends did ask me if I was still gonna make a birthday video for him, but that may have to be delayed because of what I said in my last video. So that's probably gonna have to wait until if I'm. But again, with this thing I'm doing, I can actually set my own schedule, so I can do it like any time I want. So let's say I work on the video the next morning, and then do the thing in the morning, and then work on videos in the afternoon. However, it's bad because last year, last year, or was the year before, and to tell you the truth though, some some areas in the county close to me actually lost power last year due to the wildfires and the increased fire danger. And the power company didn't want any like fires to start sparking around like power lines and stuff. So power had to be shut off for them for like 5 to 10 days, which caused several stores to be closed and everything. But this didn't happen in my county or in my area, but it did happen in counties like north of me. But I'm not going to be giving out the names of the counties. I'm not going to be giving out the name of those counties for privacy reasons, but honestly, I can see why, because the West sees wildfires like every year during the summer. So the West Coast sees wildfires every single year during the summer. Like, it's not just California, it's also Colorado too. So just something to keep in mind. And I have been hearing that Colorado does not get wildfires, but I've been hearing from a few people that Colorado does not get wildfires, but they do. So don't think that I'm stupid, because Colorado also gets wildfires. So I did want to point that out to you guys. I believe I don't know if this was like last year or the year before, which was back in 2019. I ended up losing my power. Actually got shut off for a few hours due to the increased wild. I don't know if you guys noticed though, but like a year or two ago, I actually once made a video where my power ended up being cut off. I actually once made a video on my channel that my power actually got cut off, which was later deleted because my mom did not like me making a video about that. The video was still up though. I haven't not deleted it or anything, but I may unlist the video or private it. But I'm not gonna talk about that video, since that video was uploaded like almost 2 years ago. Since that video was uploaded back in October 2019. So and this was around the time where the wildfires in my area was way worse. So yeah. So last year, back in like I believe 2020, I actually lost power, I believe, for like a few minutes to an hour. But it was also the reason was actually there was actually like a wildfire like 3 minutes away from my house, or an hour. So power was shut off because of that. And because the last year, I know you guys have been hearing on the news that 7 million acres which was worse than that Alberta fire that happened in 2016 in northern Alberta, Canada, which I'm not. So I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the news lately, but there was but back in like May 2016, there was a really bad wildfire. There was actually a really bad wildfire that happened in northern Alberta, Canada. So, and it was all over the news, and a lot of Canadian channels reported, like, a lot of Canadian channels like reported about it and everything, and a lot of Canadian like news channels and a lot of United States news channels like reported about the situation that was going on. It was crazy, which led to a lot of which led to lots of people evacuating, and a lot of people lost their homes and everything. An entire forest was burned down, a lot of trees and everything. So that was very crazy, and I'm not going to be I'm not going to be giving I'm not going to go into full details about it since this happened 5 years ago. So yeah. And that fire was like at least 7 billion acres or 7 million acres, which was around which was actually around the same acre, which was around the exact same acres my state got. Because last year the acres burnt was around 7 million, and the wildfires were so bad that the smoke actually spread out throughout several states, which caused a lot of people in like Texas and Pennsylvania and most of New York to see haze. And a lot of people actually saw a lot of haze in the sky in the east coast of the United States because of that, including for people who were living in like states like Texas, Oklahoma, Arizona. So, and my friend Tomato 900 told me about this once on a StreamYard back in February or March. So, and I did make another video talking about this, but this was like two to 3 months ago. So yeah, it was crazy. And I hope something like that doesn't happen this year, and I hope that doesn't happen either, because that was just crazy. And the reason why there was a lot of wildfires last year is because I believe the news once reported that if it doesn't cool down enough, that can increase the acres and the wildfires and stuff, and it's not good. And I think that's something I mentioned in one of my recent videos, and that's just insane. And to be honest, though, because of what happened last year, and honestly, I don't want any because of what happened last year. I believe several counties next to the county I'm in, like the name of the power company, which I'm not even going to point out the name. The news announced that the power company in my state actually had to shut off power to like a lot of homes and businesses, to like 1,000 houses, locations, and stores in those counties because of the increased fire danger, and they didn't want any power lines catching on fire or any houses burning down to the ground. So they had to shut power off for a reason, which caused a lot of people to go like almost an entire week without power. Most went an entire week, most went like a few weeks without power. And a lot of people were also left with no air conditioner or generator. And I actually made a video about this back in August. So that's just something to keep in mind. yeah, so these wildfires are crazy, and I hope something like this doesn't happen this year. But again, I will be making one more talk about this, so don't hesitate too much. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later, and have a good day.
I've been watching you with dark eyes every night, counting up your sins. I keep a list and checking it twice. I know where you've been, I smell the sin, and you're looking nice. You can't bury me. You don't love a night. I'm still broken in the gutter. It's just me on my side, but I leave you with the shudder. With the shudder. I got ghosts, you don't